Oh,
Oh. All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome in. You found us once again. Shoot the Gap, the rabbit hole fantasy football focused show spanning the generation gap of the 20, 30, and 40. I am your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, and it's my honor, my pleasure to introduce to you, Ethan, the Doc Marshall. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm going to be playing in my first fantasy championship.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I might. I'm getting close. We'll see what the Lord says, but I'm getting close. We'll see what happens.
definitely have to go.
And the old salt, like the old man, the wise fantasy football guy, the guy that's been there, done that, once, twice over. Connor, the Gut Marshall. How you doing, my brother?
Championships I have won.
Two. Yeah, back to back, dude. Yeah, so
Rings do I have? Hand in my.
that's awesome.
No, that's what I feel like right now.
Yeah. Well, dude,
Yeah.
I'm at. You put out a strong showing, and if you make it to the playoffs, just period, that's an accomplishment because there's not that many teams that do
Yeah.
that. So, yeah, you did really really well. This is our 43rd show, on December 21st in this foul year of our Lord. And today we're going to be doing our week 15 wrap up show, guys. Is that right? The Blaster
Blasting
Blanks.
Blanks.
Yeah. And well, also, man, dude, this is this is the start of the week, dude. The last time we'll be doing Shooter Ceasefire for anything, we're going to be doing the Shooter Ceasefire for the Christmas game and the 3 Saturday games, but this is it, dude. This is the last time we could do one, so pour one out, brother. Pour one out, man. Yeah, so and let's just take a moment here before we go any further. Let's go and thank our supporters. You want to get us started there, Ethan?
Yes, I'm going to start by thanking Sports Host app. Yeah, I switched it on. Normally we don't start with that one. I'm thanking Sports Host app. You guys, if you're listening to this podcast, YouTube, whatever you're listening to us on, you're a fan of sports. If you're a fan of sports, you should check out Sports Host app. It's a fantastic community for fans of sports to go chat with other sports fans, link up with people who are fans of your team or just love talking sports at all. Also, great place to go and find people to start a fantasy football league with. So shout out to Sports Host app.
Here.
Nice. And Connor, you want to take us, man, to the next one?
Well, I'm gonna take this time to talk about the pride of Sunnyside, high volume music radio. Not everyone gets to say they're on the radio, so I'm really proud that there's a radio station that I can actually say that about. And this is some really cool guys. You really need to check out their stuff. Take some local city pride. I know we have some Houston listeners, so really, guys, it really does help them out.
Yeah. And man, and don't forget, man, about mentioning that not only do you find us on the show on the app, but make sure and go to their website, highvolumemusicradio.com. You get the Soul Brother Show, What's on Your Mind with Aunt Boogie, the Business Knowledge Broker Show, and man, you get Andrew B's Vocal Sounds, man. Come on, dude, all that one app. That's awesome. All right, man, and just a reminder, guys. We're gonna we're getting close to the end of the fantasy football season. So, a lot of fantasy football shows close down after this. But we're not, we're going to be with you guys year long. So it's not going to be 2 shows a week. It'll probably just be 1 show a week. For all you OGs out there that followed us from the jump, that's what we were doing during draft season. So there's always stuff to talk about with football. So yeah, man, make sure to hit what should they do, Connor, if they want to make sure to get every episode and past the fantasy football season year.
Subscribe and like the video.
Fantastic. All right. Okay, so before we do that, I always like to we always like to jump in and talk about the MASH unit. The come on, Connor, help me out. Oh my! I'm gonna get you in there too, Ethan. I'm gonna get you.
Next time.
You're a music guy. Like all the music, the song that you guys hear at the beginning of the show is actually Ethan. Ethan did that. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, so he's the music guy. So you should be singing that with me. But I always like to give bad news.
Man,
And
that's a hoe right there.
I always like to give bad news in a very happy way. So to stay with the season, since this is kind of our Christmas show, Merry Early Christmas. So basically, what I'll do is I'll tell the guys Merry Early Christmas to a certain manager and of a player, and then they'll tell me which player that or why it's a Merry Early Christmas for them. So let's start off with Doc. Merry Early Christmas for Benny Snell or Anthony McFarland or Jalen Samuels managers. Why is that, Doc?
James Conner once again not playing. If you saw the news today and jumped on, you had a flex position open, or maybe you were relying on James Conner. Hopefully, you saw the news and picked up Benny Snell, who is. I mean, no one on the Steelers offense is really having a great night tonight, but that's who it would be helping.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Connor, Merry Early Christmas, Daryl Henderson Jr. managers.
Cam Akers got injured.
Yep, high ankle sprain, big time. Yeah, he's going to be out at least in the next game, which of course that's the last game of the year. That means there you go. Cam Akers is droppable. Awesome. All right, Doc. All right, Merry Early Christmas, Tony Pollard managers.
Ezekiel Elliott was not playing Sunday, and if you saw that at the last minute and picked him up, you were very happy, as you will find out when we move on to the blasts for the week.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just getting information that oh, wow. Hey, Ebron will not return. So I think I might be in the championship now. We'll see.
Yeah, hey. All right.
So look at that. Steelers defense can get 0 points.
Yeah. I can cheer for the Bengals now, Connor. Yes, I can. All right. Yeah, but back to the Tony Pollard thing. Zeke tweeted that he will be back and even indicate that he might be back next week. So it's more of a Christmas ham type situation. All right. So
I love Christmas hams.
Yeah. Well, yeah, dude, they're nice. Spiral hams, especially this time of year. Yeah. All right. Connor.
This time of year.
You're not wrong about that, dude. Good. Not hashtag not a sponsor, but we'd love for them to be. So Merry Early Christmas, Cole Beasley managers.
Because of Diggs.
Yes, foot injury, carted off the field. Yeah, man. I'm a Diggs owner, as you know, dude. So I did a little more digging. I did a little digging.
Beasles.
Well, I like Beasley, but John Brown might be coming back. But we don't know about that. They've activated his 21-day window, but they haven't said one way or the other. But the point I was wanting to make is that I watched a locker room celebration video that was posted by the Bills cornerback Josh Norman. And at the beginning of the video, it's in the locker room right after they won. They're all celebrating, right? You can clearly see Diggs dancing. So it might not be that bad, I
was reading some beat reporters from Buffalo saying that it's not serious.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm also in that championship matchup. I have Diggs, so I'm definitely hoping he's still there.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Bills coach strikes me as the type of guy that likes to put smoke and mirrors. We don't really know much of his philosophy or the way he does things. He's kind of had a mystique. Oh, he's like a defense guy. So we're really going to see how he acts in these next couple seasons of him doing good. So I'm going to chalk him up as a smoke and the mirrors guy now.
Okay, yeah, I actually also watched a video from Dr. Jerry Morse of the Fantasy Doctors, and he talked about this specific injury, and he said he wasn't concerned about his availability either. Yeah, it looks pretty good, so I think we'll be okay, Ethan. All right, back to you, Ethan. All right, Merry Early Christmas, Dare Agungbowale managers. Yes,
what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Gosh,
I know. Proud of himself.
I'm very proud of myself. You?
I know who it is.
You do. Dig. It's there.
Isn't he a wide receiver / running back? Oh.
No. Close.
No, James Robinson's out.
Yeah, I knew I could pull it out. Yeah. James Robinson, man. He think he's got the dreaded possible high ankle sprain. Same thing. Dr. Morse said the same thing, whenever he saw the injury. So again, just like Cam Akers, what does that make James Robinson, Connor? Droppable, right? Yeah. Okay. Back to you, Connor. Last one. All right. Merry Early Christmas, Le'Veon Bell managers.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, because I to see them leaning into the run more now that they're kind of a lock. You know?
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, I mean, they're playing against Atlanta, so they're going to get ahead. So it's going to be a good match. And also, we'll be talking more about this on the Shooter Sees Fire, but I'll just touch on it a little bit. There's a lot to be said about teams that normally play in domes going to cold weather atmospheres and how they perform. Which that Indy's going to be doing that to Pittsburgh, going to Pittsburgh, and also Atlanta's going to be going to Kansas City. So those are things to keep in mind. But we'll get to that then. But speaking of which, moving on, let's jump to the blast or blanks. And just to remind everybody, Connor, if it's what exactly is a blast, my brother?
That's when they do good.
Okay. And Ethan, what exactly is a blank?
It's when they do bad.
Awesome. And back to you, Connor. How about you start off big time?
All right, so some quarterbacks that did really good. Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, both totaled for 4 touchdowns. You were really happy with those guys.
Yeah.
Also, Jalen Hurts had himself a day.
Woo!
Josh Allen had himself a day. And Deshaun Watson had himself a good day.
Yeah. And the
Of
Herbs.
course,
Yeah, Herbs.
yeah, Herbs.
Yeah. Ooh, how about the surprise? How about the surprise blast, man? The one that didn't have the Julio. He didn't have him. It's always the rule that if there's no Julio, you don't start Matt Ryan. 356 pass yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 rush, 16 yards. So, yeah. Oh,
the real outlier stat is the 1 rush, 16 yards. We didn't think that was the type of stuff he was made of.
right. And what about my my love target? My love target.
I was about to say he was an integral part of my playoff win this last Sunday.
You started?
No.
Say it again.
Ryan Tannehill.
Nice. What would Gene say about Ryan Tannehill?
I love it.
That's sweet. Yeah. So absolutely, he did great. So it does look like Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry can't exist. So, because you'll see when we get to the later on in the show. But yeah, they absolutely can't exist. All right. We miss anybody?
I mean, Mahomes, but barely.
Oh, but man, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, Mahomes did great. You're right. He did do great. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, it's ironic though. Only 0.02 of a point separate him and Marcus Mariota on the rankings. So just to put that into perspective.
Marcus Mariota deserves a shout out for the rushing he did.
Yeah. Yep, a minute.
Nice. All right. Go on and jump to the blanks.
Well, Aaron Rodgers, for one, he did not do as good as you wanted him to do. I mean, he was serviceable, it was decent, but it wasn't the Aaron Rodgers numbers you were looking for, because you're always looking for that 4 touchdown week. Jared Goff, another guy that you really thought was going to perform well, but not so much.
Yep.
Drew Brees, 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, a pick. Not really what you were looking for.
And also, who else was the reason why Drew Brees didn't do well? Like he went in at the goal line. Who was it?
Voldemort.
Yeah, Taysom Hill. Yeah, love it.
Once again, Gardner Minshew, only 15 points, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble lost, and then of course, Prince Cam Newton only threw for 200 yards and 9 rushes for a mere 38 yards.
Did you mention Russ?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Mr. Limited.
Nice.
Yeah, do you have his stat?
He was the sous chef.
I got his stats. He was 18 for 27.
Ugh.
Oh, that's just pitiful. For 121 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
Gross.
And who was he playing against?
WTF.
Yeesh. Yeah, I should have done a lot more than that, dude. Should have done a lot more than that.
You know what? Washington's defense has stifled a lot of really great quarterbacks. I mean, they're tough, man. They got a good defense.
Yeah.
If you started their defense, you weren't like super thrilled, but man, we'll talk about those in a minute. But
and would you say Stafford, Connor, would be a blank?
Yeah.
Yeah. He only got you 28 points in our league, so yeah, I don't think he did that well.
and also the he's still out because the game's not over yet. But Ben Roethlisberger, terrible game currently. So
Is that what that smell is? Because I have the game on over here. I thought I smelled something in here.
It
Yeah,
does
is
smell
that
like
what
a
it is?
bathroom stall, I will say.
Oh, that's king. That's different level. That's a mini level burn there. That's nice, Connor. That's
Thank you,
nice.
sir.
Ryan Finley is doubling Ben's fantasy outputs.
Ethan, you want to take us to the running backs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, running back blasts for the week, we have topping the list, depending on your scoring. David Montgomery, fantastic day. 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 reception for 16 yards.
32 rushes.
Yes, fantastic. I mean, it was garbage cleanup, man. He was the guy cleaning it up.
Points count the same.
Yep, exactly. Tony Pollard had only 12 rushing attempts, but 69 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6 receptions for 63 yards. Fantastic day. Derrick Henry, this is the time of year he comes to play. And he was playing against a terrible Detroit team, which actually, you know what, hung with them for the first part, which I believe kept Tannehill. That's what led to the big Tannehill game. But Derrick Henry, 147 yards, 1 touchdown, a couple receptions for 5 yards. And then some other notable mentions, the regulars, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Leonard Fournette had himself a day. Only 14 rushes, but for 49 yards and 2 touchdowns. You know, if Tom Brady throws a pass to someone and they just fall down at the 1 yard line, that's great for Fournette, and that happened a couple times.
Yeah.
And then also a name to throw out there, Salvin Ahmed had a great day, rushing against a tough New England defense, and also Melvin Gordon.
DeAndre Swift. Yeah, DeAndre Swift did well too.
J-Train.
Yeah, J Train. Of course, you don't want to forget about that. But my
Or
my
David
last
Montgomery.
my last match was it was Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook. You know, he had Cook and I had Henry. Dude, just that was a Titan versus a Titan. That was pretty awesome, man. Yeah. But you know, whenever I use my list, Ethan, I decided to use your metric that you suggested, where if the player is close to the projected points, then it's not really a bust or a blast because you were kind of expecting those points, right? You were planning for those points, right? So with that in mind, what fits in that category is Frank Gore. Galactus himself, dude. Yeah, because he had 23 rushes, 59 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 target, 1 reception for 6 yards. Okay, so his projected points was 5.87. He scored 13 points. So that's a blast, right? Double the points, projected points.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, go ahead, jump to the blanks.
All right,
So I got to do that in the middle of my neat point. Come on, man.
Because you could do it for another 5 minutes.
No, that was a period, brother. That was a period.
You always say this.
All right,
keep going.
so for the blanks, Todd Gurley. Ooh, man, terrible day. 1 rush for -1 yard. He had an average of -1. I didn't know that you could have a negative average.
Yeah.
The only
The world is away.
day were 2 receptions for 15 yards. Wayne Gallman, not the start that you were hoping from him. Kareem Hunt did not have that great of a day. You were hoping, game script would give Hunt the ball. Completely did not happen. If you were playing on Akers, no, man, that whole game was just out of left field.
Yeah.
Not what you were expecting. I have a feeling there's a considerable amount of fantasy teams who lost playoff games this weekend because they were relying on Cam Akers, and maybe they didn't start someone who they wanted to start over him. I was personally thinking about starting Akers over Jacobs, but I rolled with Jacobs and I started Akers over Hunt, and it actually ended up being good. But if I had done the other, would not have been good. And then finally, Mike Davis and Chris Carson. Featured backs should be RB1. You're hoping to get more than 7 points out of them. That's about half what they were projected. So that rounds up my blanks.
And not so awesome Eckler. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yes, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he didn't do what you were hoping for, but that was on Thursday, so I can see why. Or Kenyon Drake didn't do too well either. So
No, he did not.
yeah. So I will take. Do we miss anybody, Connor?
Not really.
All right, then I'll take the lead on the wide receivers. Here we go. The blast, man. My man, Stephon Diggs, who we just talked about. Yeah, dude, 13 targets, 11 receptions, 147 yards. And check this out. His points in our league, 20.20. Yeah, so 2020. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Brandon Ayuk did great. 13 targets, man. 9 receptions, 73 yards. Awesome. CeeDee Lamb did great. That came out of the blue. Marvin Jones Jr., of course, when you heard that Stafford was going to be playing, of course, he did really well. D-Hop, man. D-Hop did fantastic also. And Calvin Ridley, dude, again, that whole, Julio Jones isn't going to do well, or without Julio Jones, Atlanta doesn't do well. Dude, it worked. Calvin Ridley did well. Matt Ryan did well. And the list is going to keep going as we continue the show. And then, of course, the guy that the doc picked up in our league, Corey Davis, 6 targets, 4 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah. Did I miss anybody, guys?
No, I think you're good.
Zach Pascal?
Huh?
If you picked up, did you already do Pascal?
No, I hit it.
If you were hoping to get T.Y. Houston this week, it was not correct. It was Pascal. I don't know how to make a Houston reference with that, but Zach Pascal was the wide receiver that Philip Rivers favored.
And that leads us perfect, man, to the blanks, which would start off. Let's say T.Y. Hilton, man. You're expecting a big game. I mean, he always rules Houston, especially in Houston. Not this time. It was not T.Y. It was T.Y. Hilton, not Houston. Cooper Kupp. Whew. Stinky. 5 targets, 5 receptions, 39 yards. Not good. DK Metcalf didn't do too well because, of course, the quarterback was limited. Tyler Lockett, same thing. Didn't do too well. Keenan Allen, kind of feel like a jerk bringing that one up because he was hurt, but still. Ethan, I know you listen to the same podcast I have. Did you hear about whenever Keenan Allen talked to the camera, and said, don't sit me. Yeah. And they're talking about like, well, maybe it was just about, putting the different, the punctuations, like it was a comma, like don't sit me, so Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, he stunk up the joint. Adam Thielen, he put out a little stinker too, and Amari Cooper, PU, and how about Ryan Anderson, man? 5 targets, 2 receptions, 21 yards, and a rush for a -1 yard. Holy mackerel, dude. Not exactly. I don't know what happened to that guy. Robbie Anderson. Sorry, Robbie Anderson. Ryan Anderson played power forward for the Rockets. Robbie Anderson. Yes, Robbie Anderson. Sorry about that. Yeah. So not exactly what you're looking for in that wide receiver. Did I miss anybody, guys? Anybody else thinking other than the Steelers?
Yeah, you named most people that I think are worth mentioning. So I think you did a good job of that.
All right, pass it on to Connor. Hit us with some tight ends, dude. Since you love hitting those tight ends, you like slapping those.
About that before the show, just how much I love a tight end and how important it is to me. What I think really is Kelsey did good. Hunter Henry did good. Not everyone was expecting that. Mark Andrews had a really good day. Logan Thomas, hey.
Yeah, I sat him. Yeah.
Me too.
We need to start a support group. Yeah.
Tonka didn't do. I mean, he caught a touchdown, but he only got 9 points, so it was still kind of like meh. But I mean, honestly, at this point in the year, like I'm taking that.
Oh yeah, but that was actually close to the projected points. That's why I didn't have him on my list either. So
yeah.
Keep on going, man. You're on a roll.
I can't even remember if there was another one. That might have been all the guys I had.
Noah Fantastic.
Oh yeah, Noah Fantastic. I blocked that one out because I was upset.
11 targets, 8%.
Dude.
Yeah,
crazy.
Higbee did well.
Higbeast.
And again, here we go. The thing about Julio, Hayden Hurst, man, 5
Yep.
targets, 4 receptions, 21 yards, and a touchdown. My gosh.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
you talked about Waller too, Connor.
Waller, Russ,
Number 1 on the week, bro.
number 1 on the week.
12
Okay.
targets, 9 receptions, 150 yards and a touchdown. Good.
Waller.
Okay, and here we go. Another one using Doc's matrix. Okay, on what's a blast, definition of a blaster, or a blank. Chris Herndon, 4 targets, 4 targets, 3 receptions for 48 yards. His projected points was 2.71 points, and he scored 6.3. So according to you,
I'm so
that's a
glad
blast.
we're spending all this time on this. Can we move forward, gentlemen?
Dude, it's funny, man.
I know.
Come on, you're just pissing all over my shit.
I have to be the wet blanket. There we go.
You don't. You don't have to.
So-
okay, come on, let's go blanks.
Well, he seems like a blank to me. That's what I'm saying though. Like it's
That's the
confusing.
point. That's the point. I was showing the absurdity of the Matrix, but whatever.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. That was the joke. That was
Oh.
the joke. Yes. So I guess you kind of played into it. So thank you, Connor. Thank you. You said it well, dude. You set it up for me, dude.
Well,
I-
and it's also assuming that they're notable players. Like if they're
Very
bad,
true.
No,
didn't
but
start-
dude, it's funny. It's funny. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Connor. Hit us with
This shows
some.
you the beauty of fantasy football is when you cannot care about it, you can find funny things about stats. When you have nothing else to do. But no, I agree with you because I know exactly what you're talking about. Guys that did not do good. Look, if you actually by your definition, I want to add another guy.
Yeah,
I
go for
want
it.
to
Go for
join
it.
the rabbit hole. Jonnu Smith. I mean, dude,
Ah!
he got 5 targets for 5 receptions and 52 yards. Which
One
is,
of us. One of us. One of us.
7.7 points.
he was projected for that many though.
Oh no, Emo's right.
Well, it's still,
Austin
dude.
Hooper.
Oh, there we go. One of us.
One
One
of
of us.
He got 5 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown.
Yikes.
Oh.
Yikes.
Jordan Reed.
He was projected for like 8 points, I think, and he
He
hit
was.
12.
Yeah. And Jordan Reed, he was projected for 6.9 points and he got 8.8.
Huh? That's a blast. Blanks. Dude, how about Hawkinson? Holy mackerel.
Yeah,
TJ Hawkinson.
more like TJ Suckinson.
That doesn't make any sense.
Herb Smith.
You're shitting on my
man.
There-
I'm sorry.
Irv Smith's a good one, dude. Because he was supposed to smash since Rudolph was out, and a lot of people might have pivoted since that information came out on Sunday morning. And supposedly, dude, I don't know where this came from, but Chicago was supposed to be like hard, like easy on tight ends. I still haven't seen it really, man. So but yeah, this was proven by that. Yeah, good call on that one. How about Cook, Jared Cook?
Yeah, Jared Cook was another blank as well.
Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk. And I said to
Good.
start him, so I feel bad about that one. And
We
for
look like him
anyone-
though, dude.
For anyone that was
forgiven.
starting Dan Arnold, they were probably wanting more than 6.9 points.
Arnold.
And Trey Burton, only 2 targets.
That's shit stick, right, dude?
Mhm.
That tight end. I mean, you called that back like mid season. I mean, like right whenever Burton was coming back and starting to break out with Mo Ali Cox and all that. You called that a long time ago, that man.
Well, yeah, Jack Doyle, Mo Alley, Cox, and Trey Burton all had like pretty much 2 points on the day.
Yeah, put them together. Not that bad.
Good.
All right, cool. Did anyone you want to add there, Ethan?
Maybe you were hoping to get more out of Dallas Goddard. I don't know if that was mentioned. He didn't. I mean, he didn't totally ruin your day starting on the tight end, but definitely did not get you what you were hoping. Double digits.
Did you guys watch the game, Connor? You watched the game, the Philadelphia game?
I watched it.
Okay, so Goddard was mainly like in there to block, to protect Hurt while he threw it to Ertz. That's what it seemed like. But like, yeah, dude, he was always in there, mainly there to block. And then only towards the end, when they were going for desperation stuff, did they start targeting. So I think that it's a watch out for that stat saying like he was the most targeted out of the whole receivers. I think it's a deceiving stat. I really don't think he's used as much as it seems. So I just wanted to throw that out there because Jerk burned me. So yeah, man. So I'm right there with you. Okay, but anybody else?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Cool. Then why don't you go ahead and take the kickers there, Ethan?
All right. Wow. Out of nowhere, Cairo Santos
Ooh.
had a fantastic game here. Let's see. Let me pull up my scoring. 15 points on the week, man. 4 field goals made, 3 extra points. There's a lot of points going around that game. As opposed to missing 3 field goals the week before, I don't know if they got a new kicker, but I know that Minnesota's kicking was atrocious the week before. Great way to turn around. Tyler Bass, I believe. I remember the Amigos saying to start him a week or two ago.
Well, yeah, but that was until Connor, he missed a point after attempt. And according to Connor's wise wisdom, yeah, if you see a kicker that makes a point after, you don't want to invest in him.
Well, it would have been a good week to invest in. He was number 2 kicker on the week. Nick Folk also had an excellent game. And then some of the usual suspects here, just below those 3, Koo, Zerloin, Blankenship. Joey Sly had a decent game. And then Sam Ficken, the Ficken Jets,
Nice. And what about one of our favorite, one of the show's favorite kickers, before he got cut from Tampa Bay?
Mr. Matt Gay, the one and only.
Yeah,
His
he had
name
2.
You gotta say.
Exactly. Hey, and it rhymes. God, look at Dolomite. Yeah, Matt Gay is a name you gotta say. Yeah. Smooth. Yeah, 2 field goals over 40 yards. Absolutely. Yeah. Good pull there. Any blanks?
Yep, Will Lutz again. Second week in a row.
Klutz.
We're very unhappy with him. It's 2 weeks in a row. And you know what? If you picked up Lutz, you probably picked him up in the 9th round or the 10th round.
Mm-hmm.
Something ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, that sucks for you. Jake Elliott, also not a good game. Jason Sanders. And there's another guy, Badgley. Man, Badgley, he attempted 3 field goals, only made 1. That's pitiful.
That was the turn of the week. Yeah.
Well,
Butker
guys,
didn't do well either. Yeah, Butker didn't.
Yeah, Butker made all of the things that he had a chance to make. It's just he plays for Kansas City, and they kick a lot more extra points than they do field goals.
Good point. All right.
Can I make a real quick live news break?
Sure, hit it, brother.
So I'm watching the game, and it's kind of funny. 2 Steelers guys ran into each other trying to injure the Bengals quarterback, and one of the Steelers guys ended up getting injured.
Oh no, which one?
I don't know, but it's just kind of funny. Like you see him trying to hit the quarterback as hard as it can. And the defensive guys just it's like you should have ran head first into your own teammate, dummy.
Number 77. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, that's unfortunate, dude. But you know what? That
game for the Steelers.
Yeah, I'll or 27 actually. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Man, he popped up quick. He's like a
trying to slow it down. Maybe
he's a soccer player. Yeah,
he's a soccer player.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead. There's just the defenses. I'll take over real quick. So unless there's something you want to add. What?
Looking at the defenses for this week, and I looked at number 1. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, man, I just have a couple that stung out. That again, using the matrix that stuck out. One was Arizona, 6 sacks, 1 safety, 1 block kick. They only allowed 26 points, but it was to Dallas, so take it for what it's worth. And Buffalo, 3 sacks, man, 1 fumble and 1 touchdown. And I guess I would add right now, freaking Cincinnati. Holy mackerel. I mean, dude, they're holding the Steelers to 10 points. That's a really good thing. What else are you looking at on your list there, Doc?
The Cowboys, man. I mean, they manhandled the 49ers.
That's right. That's right.
2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, return touchdown. They allowed 33 points, but when you put up a stat line like that, you're still going to be scoring well. And also a team I faced this week, they had the Buffalo Bills defense, which, it was a modest game until that sack fumble that occurred. And it was the slowest touchdown return I've ever seen, where it's like, oh, he's going to get tackled. Oh, he's going to get tackled. Oh, he should be. He's going to own. Oh, my God. He's returning it for a touchdown. It was like one of those huge offensive line or defensive lineman guys just holding the ball with one hand. It was frustrating.
Yeah. Dallas though, man, kind Connor's right. Right whenever they you fall in love with them, the defense, that's whenever they pull the rug out on you, and they have Philadelphia coming this week, so I don't think you want to go up against that. Yeah,
Nope.
that's not good. Yeah, as far as the blanks, I have the Rams. Was definitely a blank. Allowed 23 points, 2 sacks. San Francisco, you just talked about it. They allowed 41 points against Dallas. Come on, man.
Come on,
they
son.
scored a -2 points. -2 points. You don't ever want that from your defense, from any player, actually. The Giants, man, 20 points allowed, 1 sack. Minnesota, 1 sack, 1 interception. Tampa Bay, 3 sacks. They allowed 27 points. And then WTF, man. 1 interception and allowed 15 points, man. Yeah, all these are ones that aren't doing well. And then I would add Pittsburgh on there. Right now, they're doing 2 sacks and they have allowed 17 points. So yeah, that's not exactly what you're hoping for whenever you drafted Pittsburgh so high. So yeah, man, that's what I got for the blanks on the defense. Anything that you guys want to add? Did I miss anybody?
I just want to add, we talked about this last time, chasing these matchups. I wonder how many people went and picked up the 49ers because they saw they were playing the Cowboys, and how many people, maybe you already had the Rams and you were super psyched to start them against the Jets. I learned, and I said this before, 10 or more weeks ago not to chase the matchups against the Jets because it just doesn't pay off. So be careful chasing these matchups. It can blow up.
Yep. Yeah. And at this point is whenever we normally talk about like droppables and stuff like that. But, this is like one game before the championship. You drop players that are injured. You drop players, you start looking at, what's going to improve your team. If you have some injuries, like we were talked about earlier, that you might want to get, that's what you're looking for right now. So as far as what's droppable, it mainly is, you can pretty much tell right now what's droppable. So I'm going to ask you guys really quick that this is just a handful of guys that kind of popped, and I want to get y'all's just high, low priority. I only have just like 5 or 6, not that many. Connor, whenever I say the name, just tell me high, medium, low. If you want to say something about it, go ahead. Connor, Le'Veon Bell.
Hi.
Okay. Doc, Lynn Bowden Jr.
Low.
Okay, Connor, Dare Gumbawale.
Medium.
That's the fill-in for Josh Robinson in Jacksonville.
Yeah, medium.
Medium, okay. And Doc, Nelson Aguilar, playing against Denver.
Medium.
Okay, and last one, Connor, Tony Pollard.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, sweet. Okay. All right. Yeah. So those are guys that can actually potentially get you to win that game, get you that championship, or get you, to at least improving your stature in the game, in the league. Because I know that with Yahoo, the more that you win, you raise up, and that helps you out later on down the line. I feel like it does. But let's go ahead and let's switch to the shoot or cease fire. Connor, do you have the games in front of you?
No, I do not.
Then I will tell you what they are. In fact, then I'll start off with let's start off with Christmas. Those will be my Christmas gift to you. I'll tell you the name of the teams, and you and your awesome announcing
I'm
voice.
pulling it up now.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be quiet. I'll just I'll say I'm very good at eating up time, so I'll just eat up time right now. There once
You're
was
the best.
there once was a man from Nantucket.
Okay, I have it. I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
So the Friday game, the December 25th game, we have the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints, and I'm taking the Saints for this game, man. Voldemort, no, but I do think that Drew Brees will have a better outing. Start Alvin Kamara, obviously. I would sit Cook, but I would start Sanders, and I would start the D. And look, man, what Lutz the Klutz? He's in the room now. He's off my list of starters. He's not allowed in the starting room.
Oh my God! But Latavius Murray.
Nah, I know he caught a touchdown, but still.
Yeah. Thomas? Oh, Thomas is out. Never mind. Yeah, that's silly. Yeah. See, I'm a little bit nervous about Breeze and Voldemort and Taysom Hill, so I would lean towards sitting them, especially on the championship game. But but I understand, like, if you're in a weird spot, you need Breeze. I would go and do that. I'm with you on that, dude. Yeah. No, any other wide receivers? The Jared Cook, you can't trust him. Good choice. Ethan, you want to take Minnesota?
Yeah. You know what? I'm starting Dalvin Cook. I'm starting Adam Thielen. I'm starting Justin Jefferson. And man, that's about it for me. I don't want Kirk Cousins. I think he's going to get manhandled. I think that the Saints are pissed about losing AC last week. The Saints are going to want to bounce back, especially defensively. So I'm definitely ceasefiring on the Minnesota defense, all their tight ends, any kind of backup running back, and you know what? The kicker had a good showing this last week, so I'll roll with him. I'll shoot on the new kicker, Santos.
All right, but not Irv Smith or Rudolph.
No.
Okay. Anything to add on there, Connor?
No.
All right, then move it along, my brother.
Moving right along. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions.
Ooh.
And I think that the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to buck the Lions right out.
You know what? I agree with you, man. I'll jump in. I'll take Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I would go ahead and shoot on Tom Brady. You almost had me say like Tampa. I almost said Tampa Brady because of your because of you, dude. Yeah. So Tom Brady, Fournette. Yeah. Only if Rojo is out. There's a lot of talk about Rojo might be coming back now. So keep an eye on that. They're playing against Detroit, so your instinct to say, yeah, start Goodwin, Evans, and Brown. But man, you got to do it with caution because neither one of those players got more than 7 targets. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. That Brady kind of spreads it around. There's also that Miller dude. I think if he's not out, he's out there running around, and also this other dude, Gronk. I would go ahead and I would shoot on Gronk, and I would shoot on the defense, of course. In fact, the only person I would sit, or I would see Spire on is the kicker on Tampa Bay. That's it. Yeah. How'd I do, guys?
You did great.
Solid.
Nice. Dang, Cincinnati just scored another touchdown. Holy mackerel. Yeah.
So what's great is that Pittsburgh can get like negative points and you're still going to win.
Yeah. Thanks to old man Ebron's back. Yeah. So yeah,
man.
You gotta watch out, man. That karma monster, dude. It's a real thing. Yeah. Justice is real. Who wants to take Detroit?
Follows you from bathroom stall to bathroom stall. I'll take Detroit. So Matt Stafford, I would be hesitant to start him in this game. We talked about Kirk Cousins getting manhandled by the Saints D. Well, I think that Matt Stafford's going to get handled by the Tampa Bay Bucks D. I would, however, start Marvin Jones. He seems to be the right offensive spot.
Mm-hmm. And Swift, yeah. Would you start Swift?
Yeah.
Would you start? What about Hawkinson? He had a terrible game. Would you?
I guess so. If there's nothing better.
Well, if you have T.J. Hawkinson at this time, at this time of year,
that's the only thing you have, though.
Yeah. Then you got to go with it. Yeah. All right. So
You
Stafford.
Maybe Thomas hasn't been picked up yet off of waivers, or someone like Logan Thomas or Tanya, like that.
Obviously, you would pick those guys over him.
Agree. Yeah. How about the defense or Prater?
No.
All right. I have 0 to add. What about you, Doc?
0 to add as well. You covered that, man.
Yeah, you did.
Moving on.
Yeah, like a glove. Yeah.
The 49ers and the Cardinals. Now, this game is going to be interesting. The Cardinals are vying for a playoff spot still currently.
Whew.
And, I know. And the Niners are, it's kind of a lost season, but they're still competing, which is good to see.
Yeah. You got some love in there. Yeah. So I will start with San Francisco since I'm a manager of Ayuk. So yeah, I would say I would definitely shoot on Ayuk. I think he's going to do well. Jeff Wilson, because of the thing about Mostert, so Mostert being knocked out of the game with I think it was the same injury or same thing he injured that knocked him out in the first place. So Wilson should have or at least he's going to be lead back. Kittle might play, and if he's starting, you got to play him. Especially in the last game of the year. Why not? So that's who. And now there was also some talk about Nick Mullins he was hurt, and that it might be C.J. Beathard and being the quarterback. That doesn't bother me with Ayuk. I think he's still going to be fine. So either which way, I just wanted to throw that out there. I would definitely cease fire on the defense, on Robbie Gould, on any other wide receivers, Coleman, McKinnon. I would cease fire on those guys, and of course also whoever the quarterback may be. All right, Doc, how you feeling about AZ?
Oh, man, you're rolling with D Hop and Kyler Murray. I think they finally realized that. Oh wait, we could throw the ball long to D Hop because he is good at catching those. They finally figured that out. Like they forgot that that's something he's good at, and that's maybe what happened is they got him for so cheap that they forgot how good he was. But I'm shooting on D Hop and Kyler Murray. Drake, his performance this last week, it kind of showed you that he doesn't get enough volume to be worth much unless he falls into the end zone. I can see this game getting out of hand pretty quick for Arizona. So because of that, I'll shoot on Drake and I'll shoot on Edmonds.
Woo! Both.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Right.
Start throwing either one. It's which one
like it.
Which one of them gets the touchdowns.
Like
right?
it. Edmonds did pretty well. Yeah. I mean, I think he might have got a little banged up, so you might want to monitor that. But yeah.
Yes, definitely monitor that situation. One of the things, and I need to check my because I didn't Zane Gonzalez get injured.
Yes. I think it's like his back. And just like was it you, Connor, that was talking about back injuries when you're making me feel better about Ebron when you called him that he was going to be out, which you were 100% right about. Yeah. Back. His back. So it's the son of Ted. Yeah, he's the kicker. Yeah. Good old Mike.
But you know what? He was one of the top kickers last week, had a decent showing this week. So I'd shoot on them as well. I have a feeling that, maybe because it's a divisional game, 49ers will come to play, stall them out in the red zone, they'll get some field goal attempts.
Mike Nugent. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see here. What about Fitzgerald?
No.
I'm firing on Fitzgerald and Kirk. I think that this, if I had to pick a script for this game, I think it's going to be Arizona's going to be in control, and Kyler Murray's not going to have to win it with his arm.
So the AZD?
I don't know if I go that far.
Oh no, you went to the defense. Okay, all right. What about Arnold?
No, I'm not going to shoot on Arnold.
Okay.
I think there's better options.
Okay, or Kirk.
Same.
All right. And Connor, take us, brother, to the last game.
The Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. And Las Vegas is betting on Vegas, so do with that how you will.
Yep. Why don't you take us, man? Who would you shoot on?
Josh Jacobs.
You're taking big.
Waller. Those are the three Raiders that I want all in on. And
do we know if that car's out? I mean, is he out for this game?
Dude, he tore his groin.
Oh, we're growing.
That's a 10 to 14 day injury, so there's no timetable in which he's, realistically speaking, like.
So you're ceasefiring on Carlson.
Is that
the kicker?
Oh, the Carlson. Yeah.
It's just funny, dude. Yeah.
It's worth noting. I'm sorry. Devontae Parker is out, as is Hakeem Grant and Mike Gesicki.
Whoo!
As well as the offensive tackle Eric Flowers, and their guard is listed as questionable Solomon Kinley. So the Dolphins are banged up.
Connor, why don't you just go ahead and take the Dolphins too, man? You're kind of leading right into it. Why don't you take it?
We already talked about Ahmed, obviously. And look, I think Tua is still an interesting play. The Raiders are pretty soft on defense, and they're really banged up right now. Tua might be able to carve them up rushing.
What about Bowden Jr.? I mean, because now there's no wide receivers. He got 7 targets, 6 receptions for 37 yards last week.
I guess if that's the boat you want to back, but
yeah, and he's also a running back and he could be running back and wide receiver. So
that is worth noting.
Yeah, it is. What about Breida?
Yeah, give the Wolverine a chance.
Okay. Now there's talk about Gaskin coming back. Let's say Gaskin comes back. How do you feel about Ahmed and how do you feel about Breida?
I think it's Russian roulette any way you play it. So
Okay, so Gaskin is Ahmed is
I mean,
Breida.
yeah, some people are willing to play Russian roulette. Some people aren't. It's two different
Okay.
types of people.
Okay. All right, especially for your championship. Yeah. So
Exactly.
gotcha. What about the defense? Miami.
I mean, it's kind of feels like a trap play in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like what happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers today. Yeah, this was a whole trap game. Crazy, crazy. Kicker. How about Sanders?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll start
okay.
him.
Okay. And any tight ends?
I do not want any of these tight ends.
Okay. On Vegas, would you shoot on the defense at all?
No.
Aguilar, Ruggs, or Booker?
Nah, man.
All right. But Doc, do you agree with all that, or you got something to add on that, my brother?
Nope, that sounded perfect.
All right. Okay, so that is the shoot or ceasefire for Christmas, and also it is for the Saturday show. So now the only thing left to do, guys, is land this plane, man. That's all we got to do. So we record this on Monday night, of course. And so you'll have it on Tuesday morning. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. And so make sure that, Doc, if they enjoyed watching three generational beefheads just bantering about, what should they do, sir?
Click that subscribe button.
And
Click the bell icon so you could get alerts when we release our videos, and click the like button so YouTube knows that you like our stuff.
all right. And Connor, just to remind the folks, dude, if they hit the like and subscribe, do we stop existing in their lives after fantasy football season ends?
No, it's a year-round show, bro.
Awesome. Yeah, gonna be there's always stuff to talk about, so keep an eye out for that. Let's go and talk about our supporters real quick. I'll go ahead and start off with the Pride of Sunnyside High Volume Music Radio. Yeah, make sure and download that app and check out the website highvolumemusicradio.com. Doc, why don't you take the next one?
Sports Hope Music app. Yeah, Sports Host Music app. Man, my voice is not working.
Easy for you to say.
I've already said this. If you're listening to the show, you like football. If you like football, you like sports. Go download Sports Host app. Talk about sports with other people who like sports.
Oh, yeah.
really, really fast. Yeah, you sound like one of those people doing disclaimers at a commercial. All right, it's time for parting shots. Connor, why don't you hit us with the first parting shot, brother?
Stay water.
He's doing the same one every week.
Yeah, it's right. It's ironic that he himself hasn't been staying water with parting shot.
No, but sometimes I call it bamboo. Sometimes I call it water.
Oh, I see. Jeez. Okay, Ethan.
Hey, if you made it this far, congratulations. If not, you're playing in consolidation brackets. That's unfortunate, but hey, it's still football. It's still fantasy. Have some fun with it.
Absolutely. And my parting shot, dude, big congratulations to Doc over there. I mean, he's playing in his championship game, next week. Yeah.
Bro, congrats. I mean, it's not Ebron could come back and catch a 90-yard touchdown, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's got old man back.
Yeah. So thank you, my brother. Thank you, man. So we both made it in. And I think Connor?
I also made it in, boys. It's 133 124. Pittsburgh has look. There's only 6 minutes left, and he would need to get like a return for a touchdown or something like that,
Or a fumble return. So.
Yeah.
So check this out, guys and gals listening. Connor in the championship game, Doc in the championship game, me in the championship game.
Yeah.
Listen to us. Okay.
Yeah, son.
Okay. We can guide you. Not saying we're gonna win the championship, but we got to the championship game, guys. So yeah, I might wanna listen to us. All right, man. So let's go ahead and just on behalf of Ethan, the Doc Marshall, and Connor, the Gut Marshall, and me, your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching, and we hope the best for your teams and, of course, the worst for your enemies. And, Doc, you hit me out. You helped me out with this last line. Remember, everyone, in fantasy football, as in life,
don't dream it, be it.
Yeah. Enjoy your week and Merry Christmas, everybody. Celebrate the birth of our Lord.
Bye bye.